Prova, prova, prova. Prova, prova, pro. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Okay. I mean, it's a lot better than before. Test, 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 test. Okay. I mean, it's a lot better than before. Test, test, test. And we are live. Finally, not. Uh, it took, I think, 2 or 3 hours to understand how the fucking coding works. How do I stretch and we are live. My screen? Because uh, a Mac has a beautiful Retina display, incredible pixel stuff. It doesn't fucking support 16 by 9. So if you see my cursor right now, it's stretched. So because it's either this, or I need another screen, or I need to install a third-party service. Neither of the two are gonna happen soon. So, well, these live streams series are gonna be some kind of a sequel to the video that I made on Vibe Production, let's call it like that, where we were building this thing. So let me open localhost and let me get OBS on the second screen. Okay. So the ideal plan here is to build a super simple AI powered chat that also helps you with your tasks and your planning. So imagine like Todoist or TickTick, but instead of having just the task and the calendar view, they also have a chat view and they can help you with the tasks. So let's say, give me a sec. Give me a sec because I need to get an Scali draw. Okay. I need to save some of my shit and delete everything. Okay. Now we have an Scali draw. So basically, it will look something like this. This is the whole view. I want a timeline here with all my tasks. Let's say task 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, blah. And this is the daily view. Okay, I can do it, huh? This is the daily view. One thing that is a must-have is, first of all, the first label is gonna be the daily highlights. This is something that I do each morning. It's like deciding 2 or 3 tasks that if I do those during the day, then I have accomplished everything I need to do. So say those one are the daily tasks. Daily tasks. What else? Well, we surely need a priority. So it's by one, by two, by three, wherever. The date is not needed in this window because it's just daily. So that's not interesting in this view. Here we are gonna have the chat box. Here the chat with the markdown. So let's just move everything. Okay. This is daily view. Why I want to start from the daily view? Because personally is the only view I check most of my time. So I don't see any use of also made the other ones right now. So yes, what else we need? We surely need a send button here. Okay, I mean, that's basic standard. We can have the plan task. So each task could be, for example, auto planned. What I mean by that is basically you just spin, let's call it an agent or whatever, a simple workflow that you just give him the basic task. Let's say I need to plan feature A for my app. And through connections, let's say through a GitHub connection, it can read the code base, make its stuff, and push API. This would have been pretty difficult a while back. Now that we have, for example, the Anthropic SDK, I think it's not going to be that difficult. But in general, imagine this, but for a lot of other tasks as well. So, because now that we have MPCs and MCPs, PCs, we can technically connect to wherever app we want. So let's say I need to plan a trip from Palermo to Rome. That's what usually I need to do. I can just ask Google Flights via MCP, and it can tell me like what's the best prices, which time should I be there, and blah blah blah. So the auto plan feature, auto plan, could be really interesting. So what else can be interesting? Let me think. Let's push this in blue. I wanna make this like mostly mobile oriented. So we need to think also about mobile specific stuff. So for example, one thing that I love about some of my to-do list apps is I can do this motion. Let me just swipe right and you can archive the task, or you can push it to another day, let's say. It's even better. So you can push to tomorrow. Mhm. Push to tomorrow. So, wait, right, right. And on PC, like on desktop version, it would be just a hover animation, over on the task, and you can push it to tomorrow. Just start the auto plan, let's say. So is, let's see, it's a hover card, task one, tomorrow. Oh, you wrote the text inside the card. Tomorrow or auto plan. What else? Hmm. I think right now is pretty good. Let's just take everything here. Let's write a couple of notes for Claude. Over. This is the auto plan. Let's yeah, this one auto plan. Those are the priorities. So what we have right now is this thing right here, but honestly, I don't like it that much. So let's just open V0. Let me check if I have some random shit on it. No. Okay. So and let's use the large model. And let's see. So first of all, let me just, I need to bring my O3 here. And switching tabs is gonna be hella hard for someone that is not used to it. So high thinking, search, sorry Theo for spending those much credits, but we need to. And let's start like this. Let's take a screenshot. Let's go here and let's say, I need to build an app that is mobile friendly and it's a simple AI powered to-do list that can help me create and manage my tasks. I'm a solo founder, so I have tons of shit to do every day. Let's see, I need three major functionalities that are auto plan mode. So on each task I can press a button and it will break down the task in three pieces, in no, in different subtasks. What else? Research. I need automatic priority association. Association. Guys, one thing is that it's so funny how if OpenAI, Anthropic, etc. could give me a score on how much I'm fucking dyslexic, it would be like 12 out of 10. So, priority association based on my, let's call it major life milestones that I can specify on my profile tab, and also I need easy MC connections so my auto plan has access to tools. One thing that inspired me is the new 11 Lab, let's call it assistant. So basically what it is you probably all know 11 Labs is the most famous text-to-speech model. Uh, Basically, they did some kind of an assistant that is powered by MCPs. So you can speak to him and he's gonna collect everything that he needs to collect and he's gonna answer you. It has some MCPs out of the box. For example, I connected to Notion, Calendar, Linear, and Perplexity. And I added, you can add custom SSE MCPs. For example, I added Asana. Right now, it's so fucking slow, this thing. Yeah, I understand it's in beta and it's free, but I don't know. There is a major problem, I think, with how good are products like Opus 4 that are like crazy good at tool calling, but they are hella expensive. And like faster models like 2.5 Flash are okay at tool calling, but they are crazy fast. We still need a model that is crazy fast and crazy good at tool calling. But that's gonna be like the end game of MCPs probably. So let me just mm, no. Okay. I think I just changed. Yeah. So what were we saying? Has access to tools. So let's try to create like a simple personal assistant, but I don't want to do shit like let's do it in N8N, let's do it in wherever no code tools, because those are customizable. I love N8N, don't get me wrong, but I get some problems with either customizability or reliability, and this technically it doesn't happen if you build it yourself, but it's more like you can fault yourself instead of other companies. So that's the main reason. So we got the auto plan, the priorities. Let's say what else? Hmm, MCP integrations, we got that as well. The main view we need right now is the daily view. So today I have a timeline of things I need to do and achieve. Let's see what else. I need a button with a star where I can express which task is gonna be my daily highlight. last thing is that all of this must be powered by an AI agent. And what I mean by AI agent is like an LLM that doesn't stop at the first step. So what I'm thinking is using AI SDK from Vercel. I think they are one of the best options for TypeScript-based stuff. But I don't know shit about those kind of things, so uh, just give me a sec. I want to do something on Twitter. Vibe production. I forgot to make the live, like publicizing the live. That's a nice word we need to invent. Operating one coming live. Wait. Some bullshit. So the plan for today is just having like a rough initial idea what we need to accomplish, because today I spent most of my, let's call it YouTube time, that I have time blocked just to understand how the fuck a Mac cannot have a 16:9 aspect ratio. So yeah, we're gonna end the live stream in about 15 minutes or so, but I wanna try to live stream at least 1 hour each day, more or less, at this hour. So from 9:30 to 10:30, let's say. Dios, stop with those fucking bread, toast, whatever. So last thing, must power my agent so I can schedule all my tasks in natural language. So after this, create a PRD about this. We are gonna use this stack. So guys, that's the okay. T3 chat doesn't work with Reka snippets. Yes. So this is gonna be the stack. We're gonna use stack router. We're gonna use convex. Clerk for authentication. It's like the gods of authentication. It's so easy to set up. Package manager, just use man. Let's use Next.js. I guess right now we can just stop it. Stop it. I didn't say to stop. I guess right now we can use Next.js for everything. Then we can understand. Because like Next.js is both really good on V0 because Vercel literally made Next.js. And mm, and like AI is super trained on it. So okay, now we can start. We are gonna use monorepo. The other framework I really like AI SDK from Vercel. Open Router is my favorite provider of choice. We are gonna use Gemini 2.5 Flash for simple tasks and 2.5 Pro for like super difficult tasks. We can also use technically O3. I think that now O3 and Gemini 2.5 Pro, Live Bench, no, it's called. Give me one sec. I think they are pretty head to head on cost based analysis. Let's say O3 right now, how much does it cost? 350 per watt for 1 million token. No, no, refresh. So yeah, they're basically head to head on how much they cost. So maybe we can also use O3 for like huge plannings. Let's see. Also, O3, I don't know how, but it became fast. Like, but we are talking about really fast. I don't know what they did. Like, they pushed the inference a billion times. They're crashing their servers, So we have project code name Horion. That's pretty lame. So mobile friendly, blah blah. Okay. as a founder, finish track onboarding, the email investor tomorrow. Okay. We have the MVP. Okay. Okay, we have the PRD now. Then let's just take this without the stack part, and we still have the screenshot. So let's put this here. Let's close this, it's not useful anymore. Let's take the screenshot, copy image. Let's see here. And let's see, do I want to announce the prompt? No, because I don't want to read it back. Let's use the large model, and it can generate images as well. I think they're using Imagen 1, I guess. The new composite models from V0 are crazy good at UIs, and well, of course, they're trained on a shit ton of Shotzi and Tailwind React material. So let's see what it comes out with. In the meantime, we can just create a new project. So let me just create a new project. Let's call it, well, for now, Orion, but we're gonna, no, let's call it Lovi. That's one of the side projects that I've always wanted to make, but never had the time to. Let's reuse the name for this. Let's open a couple of sheets. Yes, index my code base. It's empty right now, but okay. Augment is just so fucking good. For real. So let's open Cloud Code, and let's also create the project structure. Let's use better T3 stack if it wants to load. Come on. Okay. Create better T3 stack. Such a goated CLI. Web. Let's use Next.js, Postgre. No, maybe no. Shit. I'm so used to use Postgres that I think they didn't have anything. So again, Next.js. I mean, yeah, see, we either use Next.js for the backend as well, or we can use Convex. I don't know, let's start like this, and then we are gonna check TRPC, better out, no, Burrito, AI chat, that's okay. Let's pin a super base, local thing, dependencies, okay. Let's start like this. What is this? Where use open router, not OpenAI as a provider. So we have the initial thing. First thing that you need to do with Cloud Code is flush init. So it spins the cloud.md file. In the meantime, blah blah blah, okay. Okay. But where the fuck is the app itself? Like, where is the code? I don't see the code. Please start coding. Okay, now with zero, like, what the fuck is doing? Oh, okay, yeah. I got it. Let me restart the project. Mm, Give me one sec. With zero today decided to not, it doesn't want to work. I just hope it didn't, like, burn my credits, at least. So, with zero, please, you should work. Thank you. Okay, in the meantime, yes. Okay, it started working finally. I never had that kind of problem, like that it starts like a chatbot and not like a AI builder, but whatever. Sometimes it happens. I was checking a tweet. It was pretty funny. It's from okay, it's from Tio. Like I'm in the one of the highest tiers of X Premium, and today I started seeing ads as well. So nice, yes, even more ads. So now the palette is super fucked up. Let's do palette. I love this website. I just steal a palette from here. Mm, this is not my style. Okay, let's get this one. Get this. Gemini, and let's extract all the palette colors here with their X values. Okay, let's use this palette. Please stick only to this palette. Okay, now it looks, wow, looks a lot better actually. Okay, that's the auto plan. Okay, the only thing that it didn't do is the timeline thing. That's okay. This looks really good, but please check the screenshot on how I wanna render tasks. I wanna put them in a timeline on the right, based on the hour they are planned. Let's see if he does it. I just checked my calendar and I was checking the wrong day. So technically I'm free for another half an hour. Let's do it. Do, 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 do. V0 still have icon. Okay. Okay, I guess it's a bit better. I don't understand why we have overlap stuff. I think it's because it's not. Okay. Let's tell him, but with the medium. Mm, okay. Please fix the overlaps. Let's make the timeline smaller and more to the right. I like these, but no, this should be empty because it should be just a task list. So let's try to fix step by step, or else you will get confused. Okay, 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 okay. Come on, Visual, you can do it. Hmm, okay, this is not gonna work. Let's just push this screenshot and the PRD to Cloud Code. It's gonna be a lot easier. So just get to cursor, CloudMD docs. Let's push here the palette. Palette. There's gonna be this one. What else? The screenshot. So let's do references. Let's push here the screenshot. And let's put here the PRD as well. PRD here. Okay. Now, let's start with the plan. So Shift Tab again, and let's say based on the task, no, on the PRD and on the palette and on the daily, that is your main reference, please build our product. Let's start like this. Let's see what the plans came up. Let's see if we need any modifications. Insert the tasks. Okay. Let's see the plan he came up with. Replace current stack with convex. Okay, and I should tell him that we are using another thing. Honestly, let's just tell him to use convex. It should be an easy migration because we don't have anything at the moment. And the rest looks good to me. Okay, just this one is wrong. Mm, okay, that plan looks correct. Just no, I didn't copy it. Where it was. Uh, Yes, the tool is not suggestion, but we need to implement the implement MCP tools via ISDA. You can use either context 7 MCP or Perplexity MCP to get the latest document versions. Also, let's keep our current database. I changed my mind. Let's just use Postgre for now. Database. So we are gonna use Supabase instead of Convex, and we are sticking to Next.js for the backend. So we have just a single app, but for the front end and backend. Let's see. Also, guys, if you, I see that a couple of people are in the live. If you have any question about AI coding tools, vibe codings, etc., 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 you can drop in the comments. Mr. Clerk, yes. Oh, wait. You don't need to configure You need to use them yourself to get the latest docs. Ultra think about it. Two things here. When Cloud Code is just doing stupid stuff, just stop it. And well, nothing is gonna happen. It's gonna just retain its old context, so it's all good on that side. Give me a sec, someone is calling. Give me a sec. The second thing is there are some ways to trigger extended thinking from Cloud Code, like from Cloud in general. One of these is keywords. So you can tell him to think hard, think harder, or ultra think, like in the scale of 1 to 3. And he's gonna just spin up more tokens for the thinking process. Okay, now it's using the MCP himself. Also, AI SDK from Vercel just released a new beta version, I think. The five, the fifth one. It looks so fucking cool. I hope it's smarter to understand what the fuck they're doing. So, but you should look into it. It's pretty interesting. Just look into the direction. So funny that better T stack and the acronym is BTS. Uh, now my code base is a K-pop code base. Mm. It's installing AI SDK, Open Router, okay. Open Router is a great model provider, and basically why it's great for two main reasons, in my opinion. The first one is that you can change your model super easily, just change the model name. So instead of OpenAI 3, you say Gemini 2.5 Pro, let's say, like Google Gemini 2.5 Pro. The second thing is that they have multiple providers. So let me just show you open open router. So for example, for the O3 model, um, OpenAI here, they don't just have OpenAI. Okay, no, I guess for this was a stupid example. Let's say Gemini 2.5 Pro. They don't have just one provider, but they have multiple providers. For example, they have Vertex or AI Studio. This is really important, for example, for cloud, because cloud, let's say what's the 4.4? Augment? There is no, the fuck? Anthropic. Ah, okay, whatever. So it's not just Anthropic as a provider, but you have multiple providers because they have all like partnerships with Anthropic, etc. So if one is down, you can just use another one. It's so funny that Anthropic gives a throughput of 50 TPS and Google Vertex does almost 75. But yeah, that's life when you have a shit ton of TPUs and a shit ton of more money, basically. Was watching myself, watching myself, watching myself. let's get Cloud Code finish this process, and then we just cut the live for today. Tomorrow, I think I have a better plan. Today was just to start things out, test these live things, and let's see. In the meantime, I'll just get um, open router key. Yes. Let me get a key. It's like live, create, copy. We just bring this here. Okay. .env server .env open router API key. Okay. So this is done. Okay. Close this. Let's go back to this. It's gonna add Zod. I think it's for schema validation or something like that. I think it's almost done. Yes, seems just 3 tasks left. Let's find something entertaining to do in the meantime. I mean, yeah, what's more entertaining than Twitter? It's so funny because I don't know if it's more entertaining watching Twitter crypto or Twitter tech. They are both hilarious and not for the right reason. So I need to check out shit ton of things. Emergent, something from Nilion that I've been testing. They're doing like private AI inference. I think we can honestly close it for now. It's been almost an hour of streaming. So as I said, this was just a test. Let's continue tomorrow, and I will just tweak it a bit, but I will not make big changes. One cool thing that we could do technically is push this open source. Maybe it could be an option. So when I'm gonna push it to the repo, maybe I'm gonna make it public. I need to think about it, but I think it's pretty interesting. So it was just also a test to understand if my potato PC is still working perfectly. And since here it says I'm just using 8% of CPU, I think we're pretty much good to go. So thank you for the one being here. It was great. And let's continue tomorrow. See ya, brothers.